Let's be real. Breakups suck. They're like walking on a puddle, unexpected, cold, and downright miserable. One minute, you're sharing laughs and dreams, and maybe even that last slice of pizza, and the next, you're staring at an empty space where she used to be. And then you are scrolling through her Instagram like a lovesick puppy. You hear a song that used to be your jam, and suddenly, you're a mess of regret and longing. Do you sound familiar with this? I'm sure you must. It's like being stuck in a loop. But here's the kicker. While it might feel super tempting to reach out and text her, the best move is often not to contact her at all. I know it sounds unbelievable, but trust me on this one. Let her feel your absence. Let her realize what she's missing. Be a high-value man. Now, how do you pull this off without losing your mind? The answer lies in adopting the mindset of a high-value man. What does that mean? It's about putting yourself first, knowing your worth, and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. When you accept self-love and confidence, you send a clear message. You're not just another option, you're the whole package. Taking a step back gives her space to miss you. Think of it as to set the stage for a healthier and more dynamic relationship. Whether she realizes it or not, you're making a statement. Confidence is magnetic, and when you value yourself, others will too. So don't be that guy chasing after her. Be the man who knows he's worth pursuing. Now that you're adopting this mindset, let's get to the next crucial point, understanding why the breakup happened. Because if you don't know why the relationship ended, how can you hope to make the next one better? This sets the stage for our number one step, which is to understand why the breakup happened. The grass is greener? Not always. You've probably heard the saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's that persistent and painful thought that maybe your ex is happier without you. Maybe she's out there living her best life while you're sitting alone with a pint of ice cream. But here's the deal. Appearances can be deceiving. Let's say you and your buddy, Mike, were in a similar situation. Mike's ex posts photos from a tropical vacation with a new guy, and he's convinced she's living the dream. But what Mike doesn't see is that she's dealing with her own problems. Maybe she's struggling with her career, feeling lonely despite the new romance, or battling her own demons that Mike never understood. When you're in the depths of a breakup, it's easy to assume she's better off. But it's important to remember you have no idea what's really going on behind the scenes. The truth is, she's likely coping with her own issues. Instead of obsessing over what she's doing, focus on your own healing and growth. Let's now go deeper into this by looking at why the breakup actually happened. Understanding why it happened. The next big question to tackle is, why did the breakup happen? Did you ignore her needs? Were you too clingy? Or did life just get in the way? Understanding the reason for the breakup can be challenging, but it's crucial. Think of it this way. If you were fishing on a frozen lake, ice fishing, if you will, and the ice cracked beneath you, you wouldn't just stand there, right? You'd figure out how to get to solid ground. Breakups are similar. You need to identify the cracks in your relationship. If you can pinpoint where things went wrong, you can avoid repeating those mistakes in the future. Let's say you were overly attentive. Every time she went out, you wanted to know where she was and who she was with. You thought you were caring, but in reality, you were suffocating her. Recognizing this doesn't just help you understand the breakup. It enables you to evolve into a man who values his own independence and encourages it in others. This understanding leads us to the next crucial point, the dangerous game of stalking. After a breakup, it's almost second nature to want to check in on your ex. Social media makes it way too easy to fall into the rabbit hole of, what's she doing now? But let's be clear, stalking her online isn't just unhealthy, it's downright counterproductive. Let's imagine you're at a party and your ex walks in with someone new. What do? If you're still obsessing over her, you'll likely spend the whole night watching her instead of enjoying yourself. This is classic self-sabotage. Instead of moving on, you're anchoring yourself in the past. So here's the most significant advice. Delete her from your social media. This might feel extreme, but it's necessary. You can't heal if you're constantly reminded of what you've lost. Give yourself the space to breathe and reflect without the noise of her life drowning you. Trust me, it's empowering. Next, let's explore how to embrace wins and losses in this journey. Accept wins and losses. Life is a series of wins and losses. After a breakup, it's easy to focus solely on the loss, the relationship, the companionship, the future you envisioned. But what if you started seeing this as an opportunity and a chance to rediscover yourself? Let's use Tom as an example. After his breakup, Tom was heartbroken, but he decided to channel his energy into a new hobby, rock climbing. Not only did he gain a new skill, but he also found a community of supportive friends. Accepting your losses is about recognizing that they often lead to growth. Maybe you've always wanted to travel, but never had the time. Now you do. Use this time to explore what makes you tick. This is about realizing your potential, not just self-pitying and sorrow. Now that we accept growth, let's look at the motivation behind moving on. The motivation behind moving on. It's essential to understand what's your motivation for wanting your ex back. Is it loneliness or is it genuine love? This is where things can get tricky. You may think that if you show her how much you care, she'll come running back. But that's not usually how it works. Think about it. If someone breaks up with you, they've made a choice, and that choice is often rooted in their feelings. They might feel overwhelmed or unappreciated. When you're trying to win them back, you're essentially piling more pressure on a situation that already felt too heavy. Instead, ask yourself, what do you truly want? Are you chasing after the idea of a relationship, or are you genuinely ready to give it another shot? Clarity is crucial here. If you can differentiate between the two, you'll better understand whether you should pursue her again or focus on moving forward. With this clarity, let's move on to understanding her trauma. The hard truth, they won't stay forever. This might be a bitter pill to swallow, but here's the reality. People don't stay forever. No matter how much you care for your ex, she has her own life to live. That's why it's crucial to build a life that's fulfilling on your own. If you're clinging to the hope that she'll come back, you're risking stagnation. Take a step back. Focus on your personal growth, your friendships, and your passions. When you invest in yourself, you'll naturally become more attractive, not just to your ex, but to new people as well. This doesn't mean you should jump into a new relationship right away. It means you should become the best version of yourself. With this understanding, let's get the power of letting go. The power of letting go. Let's be honest. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to let go completely. This doesn't mean you'll never talk to her again. It just means you're prioritizing your own well-being over lingering feelings. If you find yourself still holding on to the past, consider the possibility that letting go might be the healthiest choice for you. Letting go can feel scary, but it's also liberating. Just imagine taking a deep breath after holding it in for too long. You'll find space to breathe, grow, and open yourself up to new possibilities. As you consider this freedom, remember that our final focus is on moving on. Final thoughts? Moving on. Breakups are painful, but they also provide an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. While you may feel like you're wandering in the dark, it's important to remember that every ending can lead to a new beginning. Use this time wisely. Reflect on your experiences, accept your losses, and channel your energy into things that make you happy. If your ex does come back into your life, you'll be in a much better place to either welcome her back or continue moving forward without her. So this whole journey is yours to cover. Accept it, learn from it, and most importantly, let it shape you into a better man. The absence of your presence might just be the wake-up call she needs. You've got this. Quick recap of key points. Give her space. Adopt a high-value man mindset. Understand why the breakup happened. Stop stalking her online. Embrace wins and losses. Understand your motivation. Accept the reality. The power of letting go. If you found this guide helpful and want more tips on becoming a high-value man and building better relationships, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more advice coming your way to help you level up your confidence, mindset, and love life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out.